Look, as Turkey and Turkish government, we have no problem with French people. And we cannot. We are allies, and we have been actually like-minded countries in many areas, including Syria. But we are against your President Macron's statements, also very hostile attitudes against us. Recently, France claimed that our ships harassed French ships, and we took it to the NATO. Unfortunately, France couldn't prove any evidence. It means it didn't happen. But we proved that it didn't happen. So we expect an apology from France at NATO. Now this is what NATO military committee is also discussing. With regards to Syria, France and Turkey were most like-minded countries. And I attended many meetings, like International Syrian Support Group, as well as like-minded countries meetings. We were even criticizing the United States for being very flexible. And we were against Russia's policy over there together with France. Why France's policy has changed? Because of our operation against PKK. Why France is supporting a PKK to divide Syria? This plan ruined. That's why France became very angry with us. I have to be very honest with you that thanks to Turkey, we stopped 3 million additional refugee flow to Turkey and maybe towards the European Union. How can you criticize us for being in Idlib? And we had to actually stand very strong, and actually we had to be also against Russia and also regime and its supporters on the ground. And with regards to those jihadists, I didn't bring them there. When we were evacuating innocent people from Aleppo, regime and its supporters led these radical terrorist groups to go to Idlib. And they brought these radical groups by buses all the way from southwestern part of Syria, I mean Dara, and from Homs, from Hama. Why they brought these terrorists here? Because at the end we knew that they were going to use the presence of these terrorists as an excuse to attack Idlib. But who stopped the regime and its supporters? Turkey stopped. And how much are you, as the European Union, are you supporting the IDPs? Is more than 1 million IDPs in Idlib region right now. As Turkey alone, we are building 100,000 brick houses for them. Even myself, as Foreign Minister of Turkey, actually made a donation of 50 houses. But unfortunately, even though Germany and France promised to send some money to build more, it means 100,000 means minimum 500,000 people, brick houses, not a container or 10 camps. We are suffering a lot. It has been a big burden for us, but still you criticize Turkey. So if you don't want to support them, let them come in, let them go to European. When I say this, Turkey is threatening the European Union. No, I'm not threatening the European Union. Never, I have never threatened the European Union. But we have to tell the truth. We have to be honest to each other. And I am proud of my ancestors and Ottoman Empire. But we have no aim to establish like a state like this. And we fully respect the territorial integrity and the unity of all the countries around us. If you see the statements in Astana format, joint statements, Sochi and the others, United Nations, everywhere, you see the first paragraph that we are committed to territorial integrity of Syria and other countries, including Libya. And in Libya, I have been engaging with the legitimate government. And this is the legitimate government recognized by the United Nations. This is the legitimate government actually came to power with the agreement signed in 2015 in Rabat, Sigrat agreement, very close to Rabat. I was there. But since we have been engaging this legitimate government, France and Egypt, UAE and the others are providing weapons and mercenaries for putschist Haftar. Is Haftar legitimate? No. So I am on the legitimate side, but France has been supporting the putschists. Thanks to our support, this war couldn't return to actually urban war in Tripoli because they couldn't enter. And the situation on the ground is balanced. Thanks to our engagement, now we can talk about the lasting ceasefire and also political process again. Otherwise, this war will take another 10 years. And you are talking about the refugee flow from Libya. My colleagues from Malta knows very well that even though there is no refugee coming from Libya to Turkey, we have recently provided 2 coastal boats for the Libyan authorities that they can fight the traffickers. They can stop the flow, and with the spare engines. And we also send the technicians to fix the current boats that they cannot use because traffickers are attacking those boats. Is it a threat for me? No. But I have to show my solidarity with Italy and also other countries that receiving irregular migrants, refugees from southern part of Mediterranean. So how can you blame Turkey? I'm not supporting the terrorist there. And I'm engaging with only the legitimate government, and we will continue supporting this legitimate government.